Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are or Oracle. I was going to say Urkel. Urkel. I'm going to do a collective oracle for today, Monday, July 22nd, 2024. We're going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle, all things intuitive. On their website, you can find this. Their Etsy. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on eBay. You can find it anywhere. Cosmic Timing Oracle. I got mine on Amazon. And then we've got the Twisted Oracle, Twin Flames Exposed. It's not just about twin flames. And you can find this on Etsy. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, you got it. We're excited for you. If some of it doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you picking up energy that wasn't meant for you. Oh, baby. Okay. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. I feel like when I do the collective oracle, like I pick up on like the same energy almost every time. But I feel like when I do the little oracles and I just do like 5-7 cards, I feel like I get different things. I kind of like it better almost because I like not picking up on the same stuff all the time. Okay. That was interesting. 3 cards on the table. I did not see that coming. Honey cough drop. They're so good. It's like candy. And they're not cheap. They're like $4 or $5 a bag for like, I think 30 pieces. But they're so good. It's real honey. Huh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know where that came from. I did just have coffee like 2 hours ago. Maybe it's finally kicking in. I don't know. Caffeine does not work for me now like it did back then. Especially coffee. I feel like I have to drink a lot of coffee to get any type of benefit. Because I feel like I can just drink coffee and I'll just go right to sleep. It doesn't do anything for me. When I started on my energy drink journey, year before last, I was all about Red Bull until I realized there was such a wonderful thing called Monster. Monster works better for me than Red Bull. I understand everybody's probably different and has to do with their chemistry. But Red Bull does nothing for me. Don't get me wrong, some of them taste really good, but it does nothing. Monster is my dark lover, and I should not drink that stuff, but still. It's like my lover in the closet. I don't want to talk about you, but I love you so much. Alright, can we have more than 3 cards? Four cards. 4 cards on the table. Huh. Pardon me. Wasn't I just talking like last week or the week before about being sick in the summer? Didn't I say something on one of the reads? And now here I am, sick in the summer. God's like, you take it and you like it. It's funny though, because last year I was sick at the end of June, beginning of July. Now I'm sick at the end of July, beginning of August. Five cards on the table. 7 minutes in and I'm still shuffling. The yard guys were out doing the yard today, but they're also cleaning the gutters. So they're at the end of the building over there. And apparently making noise. A lot of it. Okay, we're doing 2 more shuffles. And then I'm gonna call it like fini, because like I don't know what's happening here. Oh. Okay. 6 cards. We're doing 1 more shuffle. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna post something because I'm tired of I'm tired of it. Sorry, that was just a comment for me. Alright. Okay. So I'm gonna do some timing oracle for this, but we don't need the hidden truth. And this is pretty clear cut to me. Married. Sorry, 7 cards on the table. Married. Bad news. Police. GPS. True colors. Family. Losing sleep was bottom of the deck. Top of the deck was goodbye! Exclamation point. Feminine, masculine, it doesn't matter. Take how it resonates. Sorry, my neck and my shoulders still hurt, but what else is new? I still don't know how I did that. All I was doing was taking down blinds. And I had my hands up like this, but it's not like I was straining. I was standing on a step stool. And I was like right there. Just annoys me. Being old. This is what happens when you're old. When you're young, like, you forget about it. All right. So I'm getting two scenarios, but one of them is really dark. I'm just gonna be brutally honest. One of them is dark. The first one is we got now I'm getting more, but whatever. What was it, the tarot read that had the three scenarios? Like, are you trying to give me a migraine? What are you doing? Okay. So, there's a married couple. And believe it or not, they're gonna get some bad news, right? Whether they're technically like together when this happens, I don't know. But a married couple is gonna get some bad news from the police. Like, police show up at their door with the GPS card. To me, that's evidence. I mean, it could be GPS, that could be part of the evidence, but when I see the GPS, like, to me, that's evidence. That's like another evidence card. Also, GPS, you could be tracking your own GPS, your spouse could be tracking your own GPS, your insurance company, the car company. So, like, if the police wanted to obtain something from your GPS, I'm sure they would be able to. And I'm also gonna say this, that if you're driving a company car or some type of company vehicle, aka a truck or a semi, I felt called to say that, those things have GPS as well. And if you're working for a company and they think that there's something funky going on, they're going to report that to the police. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. I feel like the police are going to be coming to this married couple with some evidence. And whatever this evidence is going to bring to light a situation, the true colors, the true actions of a family dynamic or a family situation. Now, when you look at the family card, you could say like a traditional family, okay? You know, a husband, a wife, a couple kids, 2 wives, 2 husbands. It doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. But when you look at the family card, you could also, just in my opinion, when I look at the family card, sometimes, and I've said this before in the past, I get family, like a group situation. So not necessarily like family related, but like, you know, like a group of friends that consider themselves family, okay? Also, when I see the family card, going a little bit more extreme, cult. Okay? A cult is typically like a family, or they want you to believe that you're a part of a family, a group, some type of dynamic, some type of group dynamic. To me, a cult would be a family as well. This is going to cause someone or both of these people, these married people, possibly this family dynamic, whatever that may be, to lose sleep. Worried, replaying events, thinking about you. Now, part of the dark that I saw is if the police come to your door and they have evidence of something, and this is gonna bring to light, again, a family situation. Some of the dark things that I saw, and I've only ever really picked up on this on one other read, and it is what it is. Like, if I hear it, if I see it, if I feel it, I'm gonna say it. And I don't get this that often. Again, I think it was only like one other read, like a couple months ago. So first off, let me say the police coming, the GPS, the true colors, changing the dynamic of the family. This could be something as simple as something else happens to someone else outside of this. Okay? And the police go to this married couple saying, "Hey, where were you on the day of, blah, blah, blah. We're looking into suspects." Okay? This could be, again, the dark side. This could be a situation involving trafficking of some kind. Drug trafficking, sex trafficking, human trafficking. To me, that would be, technically, it would be more like a cultist type of energy. Like, the family would be more of like a cult kind of. Again, not to say that they wouldn't think of themselves as family. They would, but they're more of like, they give off more of a cult energy. Those are not going to be common situations that you're probably going to hear about. The more common situation that you guys are most likely to hear about in some shape or form is some type of married couple or some type of couple in a union getting bad news. With the police and the GPS, it's not even necessarily the police, but somebody policing someone's movements, if that makes sense. Like, if someone has inside information on a married situation or a union, right? This couple is going to get bad news concerning someone else knowing like what their actual situation is, who these people actually are, what they do, which is where the true colors, the family, and the losing sleep cards come in. Because whatever this truth is that someone else is speaking against this married couple, it would be enough to show their true colors and destroy whatever family they're a part of. Again, could be just a group, a family group dynamic. It could be a cult dynamic. Again, doesn't matter. Take how it resonates. And the knowledge of their situation getting out to the public in some type of way just causes them to lose sleep. I mean, probably a lot of sleep, but you know. Like I said, the sex trafficking, the drug trafficking, human trafficking, that would be on like a larger scale. And don't get me wrong, those things are uncovered every day in this country, every day. You ever want to hear, well, you don't want to hear, but the Super Bowl, and I've said this before, the Super Bowl is the highest grossing day for sex trafficking in the world. The highest grossing day for sex trafficking in the world. When they decide where they're going to have the Super Bowl, if you watch the news, you pay attention, they do a lot of sex trafficking busts the days prior and the days after the Super Bowl. A lot. That's why I refuse to watch. I refuse to support the Super Bowl in any shape or form. I just, nope. Maybe if they actually come out and make a comment at the Super Bowl about it, maybe then I would be willing to support. But they don't say a damn thing. It's just like local for us. I don't know if they do it anywhere else in the country, but Country Thunder, like we have it here in the summer. I think it's usually in Wisconsin. I don't know if they do it anywhere else. I don't really pay attention. I've never been to Country Thunder, and here's why. The unreported rapes at Country Thunder every year is ridiculous. And they don't want to talk about it. They don't want anybody to know about it because they want people to keep coming to Country Thunder to spend all their money. The day that they actually acknowledge that they have a problem every year, then maybe I'll support. Same thing, what was it, Burning Man? Is that what it is? Burning Man? It was supposed to be like another Woodstock, for people like peace and love and whatever. And instead you go there and you get murdered. Like, they don't even have police there. That's what I was told. Who in their right mind would go there? Sure, maybe I'll get murdered. Maybe I'll get raped. Maybe I'll have my liver cut out and sold on the black market. I mean, seriously, who would go to these things? Enough of that rant. But yeah, the sex trafficking and the drug trafficking, that would be on more of like a national or global scale that you would probably hear about that. But I mean, I call them patsies. Like, there's patsies, on low-level patsies, they go out and look for people, and they get paid like almost nothing to find people for sex trafficking. Sometimes they use kids that are grown up, and they just use them to find other kids. God is not wanting to give me any timing cards on this. I'm just saying. Next month, I'm going to do one more shuffle. So you might hear about this situation next month. I feel like on a local level, you might hear this from one of the people involved. You might hear this from someone else, mutual friend. In October. Bottom of the deck, within a year. So I'm going to say sometime between August and October. Because I don't know why, but when it said next month, I was like, oh, we're in August, so September? No, we're not in August yet, Kim. We're not in August. Wishful thinking. So I'm going to say sometime between August and October. For some of you, this is going to take place between August and October. There's going to be a bust of some kind. Questionable activity, okay? And you're going to find out about it within the next year. Because, like, I'm seeing, like, court, lawyers, jury. I'm seeing jail time. So for some of you, you're going to find out about this within the next 3 months. August, September, October. For others of you, this is going to happen in the next 3 months. It's going to be a more serious type situation. Again, involving court, lawyers, evidence, jail time. And that's going to be within a year. And depending on what the case is, depending on if it involves some type of drug trafficking or sex trafficking, again, it might be a national level, global scale, depending on where you live in the world. And at first I was gonna say trucking, like truckers, like, transporting drugs or transporting people, like maybe across the border or something like that. But for some reason I'm picturing boats. Like ships, like, like cargo ships with like rail cars, like the cars. And sadly, like, that shit happens every day, honestly. And has been happening for many, many centuries. Okay, I don't know why I just picked up on this, because this, I mean, I mean, it doesn't go, but it's something. A married couple, a couple that is not really married, that is, I don't know how to say this, a married couple that is not married, but working together to take money from actual married couples, promising them babies and not delivering on babies. Because I was just looking at this couple with these kids, and I kept looking at the kids. And then I just kept seeing, like, kids and money, kids and money. This would be something kind of different. Like, I'm assuming they would be kidnapping babies, stealing babies, and then trying to sell them to couples that want babies. I mean, let me just say this too. Yeah, nobody should be trafficking humans whatsoever. Nobody should be stealing babies from their families. But if you were a couple and you bought a baby, I'm sorry, you're just as guilty. Like, I understand you want a child. I understand that. And I feel for you. I do. But to take a baby that you have no idea where it came from, and you have to know that it's possibly a lie when you're told where it does come from, right? You have to know that that's a possible lie. It makes you just as guilty, just as culpable in a court of law. And I feel like in the year 2024, the whole argument, well, I didn't know where that baby came from, that really does not hold up in court anymore. Or it shouldn't. I'm just going to say that. I don't. In this situation, the GPS card, this is like, if this couple is getting babies, and I'm just using this as an example because I'm not here, like, I'm not hearing or seeing or feeling this, but like, if this couple is getting babies from, like, Mexico, and someone is bringing these babies over the border from Mexico, the GPS in this situation is going to be somebody on a lower level ratting everybody else out from the middleman, because the fake married couple selling the babies, they're the middleman. The higher ups are the ones that come up with the scheme. and pay everybody else to do it. The person coming over the border with the babies, they're lower level. They're low level. Or at least typically they would be. That would be the person that would rat the whole operation out. That's not an easy position to be in, especially when you decide you want to especially when you decide you want to get out of the business and clear your conscience. All right, I'm gonna let it go at that. That's all very dark energy that I don't usually. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. It's just it's sad. It's just sad. Like, these are things like we know that they're out there, but I try not to think about it on a daily basis because I don't want to end up crying in my bed all day. Like, it's kind of funny because there's a new guy at work, a 26-year-old guy, who told me that his job before this job was working for a nonprofit, and they had some work with human trafficking. And I said to him, I said, "Oh, that's awesome! Like that you devoted your time to do that and you helped out." And I said that's always something that I would like to be a part of. But then, like, when I thought about, okay, that was loud and obnoxious. But then when I actually thought about it, I'm very empathic. So for me to get involved in that, like, I would never be able to wake up with a dry eye. I just would not. And my heart would always feel heavy. Not that I wouldn't take that one for the team and do that, because I would, totally. If that's what God called me to do. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I think I'm calling it quits for the night. I'll be back on tomorrow. I might do an affirmations in the morning before I leave for work. I might not. I called off today because I still didn't feel good. So I'm going to work my Wednesday, which I usually have off. But, like, I'll be doing reads and stuff. I posted some to the community tab earlier because I just didn't want to get on camera. Plus, I feel like I'm so nasally and congesty. It annoys me. If it doesn't annoy you, it annoys me. So, alright. I hope everybody has a lovely evening, and I will talk to you later. Bye.